In this video, we're going to do a quick technical analysis. Right now, you're looking at the daily chart of Solana. Let's zoom out a bit because I want to share a very important insight with you. It's essential to remember that we've come from a sharp, strong downtrend which has followed a complex, aggressive corrective pattern. As we zoom in and focus on this defense zone, you'll notice that smart money has been protecting this structure time and again. For those with more experience, this is what we call a Z trend. If you're not familiar with the term, don't worry. I'll explain its implications. When we're dealing with a Z trend, if we see the price unable to break downward through it, this would indicate a continuation of the preceding upward impulse. This concept applies not only to Solana, but to the crypto ecosystem as a whole. Now, if we zoom in a bit more, let's consider this as part of a bullish accumulation process, which we've been observing for a while now and has already broken the creek, a key level that signifies a black swan event pushing the price strongly upward. Simultaneously, here we see a downtrend impulse with a W, a shallow I, and now we're seeing a Z, an aggressive Z in the form of a wedge. What's important here, especially on the 4-hour time frame, is that a wedge-shaped Z like this is, of course, very aggressive and bullish. Its nature suggests it's prudent to maintain a bullish continuation perspective. This implies that as long as we don't see a strong, aggressive break in the wedge, which is the only way the market can genuinely break a wedge, we won't need to be on alert and we'll continue looking upward. If we now ask whether the wedge has been broken, I'd say it clearly hasn't. But even if it were to break, it wouldn't be the end of the world, as the wedge is alive and always needs updating. Initially, the wedge might look something like this. Here, we can see that aggressive breakout, but as you can see, it couldn't sustain it, facing the Z trend again, allowing the price to continue. This is why, in this 1-hour Solana chart, we've marked this defense area below. In case there's a strong break soon, we'll be ready to see how far it might land, identifying where it could consolidate in time to assess the end of the Z or the continuation. But listen, let's not get negative now. I think it's not worth it. Essentially, we're going to support the hypothesis of Solana's bullish continuation. Now, if you're asking yourself, hey, why are you focusing so much on Solana? I'll tell you, it's because at Crypto Insight, we work with an analysis methodology we've named cross analysis. By the way, if you've heard that term on another channel, it's because they copied us. It wouldn't be the first time and it wouldn't surprise us, although I don't blame them. If I were in their position, I'd do the same. Now, let's look at MicroStrategy. On a macro level, MicroStrategy essentially followed a Z pattern. We've seen this throughout the crypto ecosystem, where its Z trend has been clearly defined. Consider this. Back then, a wedge formed and was broken aggressively. After the break, it looked like it would break down further, but didn't. So the Z pattern continued. Now, let's connect this with Bitcoin. Here's what I want you to notice. In this color, let's call it a pinkish shade. We see Bitcoin's price. You'll notice that Bitcoin has been moving in a downtrend channel that it may now be breaking, hinting at a possible flat pattern. But at the same time, MicroStrategy already broke out with significant aggression. This shows a decoupling of Bitcoin from MicroStrategy, and we're going to try to understand why and how we can interpret the market's potential future opportunities. So, on the one hand, notice how MicroStrategy displayed here was quite clear in signaling a defense zone or Z trend. Meanwhile, Bitcoin hasn't shown anything similar, as you can see. Because of MicroStrategy, we could clearly see that Bitcoin, even though we couldn't draw a defense zone since it's impossible, showed us that we were facing a Z structure. This meant that the price was likely to be defended on dips, even though Bitcoin didn't reveal this directly. MicroStrategy hinted at it for us. Now, what's critical to note with MicroStrategy, beyond the strong impulse we've seen since early to mid-September, is the implication of this and how we'll cross this analysis with Bitcoin and the crypto ecosystem. But first, welcome to Crypto Insight, your ethical and moral channel for cryptocurrency technical analysis. Here, we really know what we're talking about. We conduct advanced technical analysis that has been developed for over 12 years. We upload videos several times a week. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, let me know and leave a comment with your opinion. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so you don't miss the next opportunity. Alright, let's reverse the momentum here and imagine we have a downward impulse. Here, we see a W and what's considered a shallow I, and now we're experiencing a substantial Z. All of this could act as a potential catalyst for an even larger Z continuation. But if we focus right here, this entire section is a Z. So as long as we stay within it, it's wise to stay positive and follow the market upward. MicroStrategy and Solana will eventually signal when they're no longer interested in rising. Perhaps bullish ideas will start losing strength strength, and they would signal this in the future, likely on the 1-hour time frame by breaking the wedge aggressively. This would then correct, allowing us to see if they really intend to collapse or not. Until this happens, we should continue supporting the bullish movement, as this is the prudent approach. So let's stay positive. That's the core message here. If we need to shift our stance, we'll let the market tell us. It will, don't worry. Both Solana and MicroStrategy, not because they're exceptionally important assets, but because their price structures are so clear that they help us understand what to seek and expect from these specific setups. Now, let's take this a step further, as MicroStrategy provides even more insight. Here, we see a complete reaccumulation process where the price gathers momentum from below, rises, takes a pause to add long positions, and then continues its path. Smart money operates this way, accumulating, reaccumulating, distributing, or redistributing with a deterministic approach. As they accumulate, they already know the target they aim to reach. The price level where institutions would have a strong temptation to drive the market is approximately $254. So, we have upward potential here. Of course, if the price continues to rise, several events could unfold. But why are we following this institutional target? Well, if we see MicroStrategy's price reach this area within a wedge, and then it collapses from there, that's when we'll pay close attention, as bearish scenarios will be on the table. This hasn't happened yet, so there's no need to dwell on it. For now, we should remain positive. But what I really like to think is that if MicroStrategy reaches our target, and not only that, but even breaks above it, this is an incredibly strong bullish signal. Essentially, if this happens, the current decoupling of Bitcoin from MicroStrategy would naturally start to realign. We've seen before that Bitcoin seems somewhat lagging. It doesn't have to go up. If we see this behavior in MicroStrategy, and with our deep understanding of the markets and how they move, we could look for positivity in Bitcoin and the entire crypto ecosystem if this scenario unfolds. Let me know in the comments if you understood this message, as I believe it's crucial. Now, I want to talk about Bitcoin and what we can expect from Ethereum and other high-interest assets. But first, let me remind you that the application form for Crypto Insight Premium is still open, though not for much longer. Crypto Insight Premium is our free private community where we host daily live sessions focused on spotting specific trading opportunities. If you'd like to join these sessions, all you need to do is fill out the form. But first, make sure you meet 3 requirements. The first requirement is to be a user of Bitunix or BuyDefi using our referral code. You'll find the links in the form itself. The second requirement is to have deposited at least $100 in cryptocurrency into your Bitunix or BuyDefi account. The third is to use this account as your main futures trading account and to be actively trading. Once you've met all 3 requirements, you're ready to fill out the form. You'll find the link in the description and in the pinned comment of this video. Also, Bitunix has created an exclusive promotion for Crypto Insight members where you can earn up to $75 in futures bonuses if you open an account with us. You'll find all the details and terms on the webpage linked in the description and pinned comment of this video. Remember, you'll automatically participate in this promotion when you use our referral code. Our friends at BuyDefi also offer welcome rewards. Using our referral link, you can access all the details, including the chance to earn up to $27.90. Keep in mind that both Bitunix and BuyDefi are exchanges that don't require KYC, so you can access them from anywhere in the world. You'll find both links in the description and pinned comment of this video. For Bitcoin, a key level was broken some time ago, and just recently, we've come back to retest the origin of the break. Now, let's zoom in and, on the 1-hour time frame, see how we've been compressed against a key level, none other than the creek itself. Recently, we've seen a black swan event with a break, and now a retest is in play. As we're dealing with Z patterns in Solana and MicroStrategy, let's also apply the black swan concept, retesting the break origin and compression break as it all fits within the same structure. With Solana and MicroStrategy in mind, we'll try to align with this harmonic. We'll stay positive since, as long as we don't see a bearish breakout in the wedges of Solana and MicroStrategy, there's no need to go negative. Of course, we'll wait to see if the market gives us the move right away, or if it does the usual fake out first. As we know, anything can happen in the market. We'll measure any potential scares. Should they arise, they may or may not come, by observing the behavior of Solana's and MicroStrategy's wedges. This way, we'll be well covered. covered. Now, with Ethereum, we've identified within this accumulation phase a high-volume zone marked by this blue rectangle where the price has found and respected support. This being the case, we could consider all of this as accumulation and speculate about a creek breakout. They may try now and succeed, or try and need a bit more time before breaking. We'll keep an eye on it, watching from the corner of our eye to see how Solana's wedge behaves, but it's wise to stay positive. I hope you found this advanced technical analysis interesting. If so, please let me know in the comments, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so YouTube lets you know about future content. Follow Solana and MicroStrategy closely to have a guiding light in a world that's as complex and sometimes a bit opaque. Good luck with your trades. We hope this has helped, and see you next time.